Welcome to Satisfactory. I'm your host, Sam Aussie, and this is episode 14 of our Satisfactory Let's Play. So, in the previous episode, we completed work on the Mega Constructor, laying out all of the belts, assigning all of the items, and connecting all the power. We also went to turn it on and quickly found out that it needed 4 gigawatts of power to run. So, we built all of this power over here. And yeah, that's not enough. When this thing's actually cranking full tilt, that's not enough power. So we'll have to work on that pretty soon. But for this episode, we will be working on backup, I guess not backup storage, but buffer storage. So that way, all these resources will funnel out through some storage and then out. So that way we can, I'll probably have 4 of these storage chests. So I'll lay one of these, I guess, modules out, and then I'll be back with you when that's done. Hey guys, so I actually have an elaborate module that I've created, but I'm gonna go with this for this world, just purely because of how simple it is. So I've got 2 Mark II storage containers per belt, so each and every one of these belts will have 2 of these connected together. But I'm gonna build a different version of it for you guys on camera for people that don't have these Mark II storage containers yet, purely because I think that it's a good design and it's worth showing. So the way that I've done the other design is like this. Put down the storage containers like so, and then I've come through with our stackers, if I can find the stackers. There they are. I've just come up next to it like this. Put these up 3. Same on this side. Next to the ladders. And then you've also got to create one of these little guys down here. And this will be, assuming your input is in the bottom here, and your output will be over here. So you're gonna have the resources come out here, and go up there, across the top, back down to here, to there. And then the reason I've put these conveyors in now is so that if you want to get it double stacked like that, it's simple enough. You just go over to your storage bins, put another 2 down, like so. Actually, turns out I was wrong. You need 4 of these. Bring it around like that. Bring it up. Exactly the same way. And across. And then bring it back down. And then you've got your output here. And here. And then you've got your input here and here. So, as you can see, that's about the best way that I've found to stack these Mark I storage containers. So this design here will give you the same storage capacity as this brick here. So this brick is obviously more space efficient, just purely because of the way that it is. But if you don't have these unlocked, I think this is a really good alternative. So there you go, that's an extra little tidbit for the episode. I'm going to get back in and try and hook all of these up with our supply lines in a way that isn't an absolute spaghetti mess, but we'll see how that goes. At any rate, hopefully you find this helpful, and I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, so I actually missed a conveyor belt inside this constructor tower. But I thought I might show you the slideshow that happens when you try to run this thing. Because it is absurd. It is so ridiculous. What am I getting, like 3 FPS? Once you hop out of here though, it's fine. But you go in there, or you so much as look at that building while it's producing, and it's just like, slideshow. Oof, I thought that was a game crash for sure then. So yeah, we're already starting to push the limits of the game. And we're like, what, halfway through our mega base? Having said that though, all of the belts are done. So as you can see, I think they're pretty neat. They all come off one by one. Not too much belt spaghetti. Got copper and so forth going into these. So we're doing pretty well on the resource side of house. Cables stacked up, rods stacked up, quick wire. Yeah, I say we're going to have plenty of items whenever we need them. I think that's it for... I just want to check to make sure that none of these are broken. Holy doolies. Look at this. What a maxed out belt looks like carrying screws. Assume this will be filling up pretty quick. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful thing. Oh, the slideshow's real. Okay, nevertheless, I'm going to... oh, man. Get away from this building. And produce the output for these. So that way I can port it around and bring it out to the assembly building that we'll probably get started on today. And I'm thinking of putting it right here, to be honest. Seems like a decent spot for it. I might have to compress that power down a little bit more in the future, or move it entirely. But here looks like a great assembly area. Well, I'll get started on that and the output for all of these and this assembly area, and I'll be back with you once we've got this little output done. Hey guys, so got a little bit busy, as you can see. I've finished that. I think I went over that in the last clip. And I went and produced a concrete factory. So yeah, we now have one full belt of concrete at all times. 450 concrete per minute coming off this one belt here. At the moment I'm just pumping it into this really slow assembler to try and get some more of this, because I ran completely out of encased industrial beams, unfortunately, which is going to seriously limit the ability I have to produce stuff. So what we're going to need to do is produce a assembly floor now. Also, side note, it's really not recommended to do this, hey? Like, I'm running a GTX 970 at the moment, so it's not the most up-to-date card, but like, just this is absolutely chopping the frame rate. I don't know if you can see it, but it's taking a pretty good dive there, so be careful when you build stuff like this. Yeah, it's not great. So it's pretty much forced my hand for the series at this point. Obviously, I've run out of time today due to the fact that I built that big concrete factory. If you want to see how I built that, I've also got a tutorial I'll be releasing on the channel. It'll be under probably concrete factory, so you just find it there. But yeah, the assembly will be in the next episode. We've done all of this buffer storage in this episode, which I think is pretty impressive. It's all filled up now. Got resources for days. We've even got quick wire for days. Everything for days. We've got it pumped out. It's in a highway, if you will, air quotes. And yeah. So the plan for the series, though, because this is so choppy, I can't stay here for the duration of Let's Play anymore. So what I'm going to do is produce the assembler, or the assembly process here as well, and try and get all of my resources down into as small amounts as possible. So, like, for instance, motors, heavy modular frames, that sort of thing. I'll also have to pump back some iron plate, reinforced iron plate, the stuff that I need to build things with, and the end game materials, and I'm going to try and pump those up into the pink lands. So we'll go for a quick run, and I'll show you the pink lands I'm talking about. If you haven't seen them in Satisfactory yet, they're relatively close to the starter base. So where that space elevator is the starting area for the Northern Forest. So it's just around the corner. This used to be a big lake, obviously. And I just sort of built the factory over the top of it, because lakes are, at least I find, to be the easiest places to build your factories, because you can just have a perfectly flat area and it doesn't look out of place. Like, a floating city would obviously be easier, due to the fact that, you know, you don't have to worry about terrain at all. But welcome to the pink lands. So this is where I'm thinking I might take the series. Bring all the resources. Whoa, you can see it because I looked in that direction. Factory kills it. So I'm going to try and bring all the resources over far enough that I get high FPS again. I'm going to keep going until I've unloaded those factories. I think they're unloaded now. So we'll probably bring the resources over here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere in this direction. But not too bad. A little bit more. I think there's a pretty lake over here somewhere too, right there. So what we'll do is we'll bring the factory resource. Oh, actually, no. I'm still getting lag from it. Man, these factories, they kill your FPS. They really do. But yeah, we could definitely bring it here. And that might help with the lag at least a little bit for the time being. I don't think it will though. Like I don't know if you can feel it on YouTube, but it's really stuttery here. The factory's not even running at max. It's just sort of like idling. Oh yeah. Maybe this plan's a bust as well. Maybe we're still too close to the factory, unfortunately. Either way, in the next episode, we need to build the assemblers. And I'm thinking, due to how bad this lag's getting, we might go through to the old bases. So the old foundry, the old modular frames and all that, and just remove them completely. Because this is not going to get better. It's just going to get worse with time, so that's what we'll do. But there's a new view on the factory. I might even be able to get a better view. Oh, man, the chop. Really don't want this series to end prematurely, but it may have to if this keeps going the way that it's going. Fingers crossed the next update helps with the performance a little bit, but I don't know if it will. So yeah, that's the factory so far. All the resources coming in, so that doesn't help with lag either. It hurts the poor game. This definitely hurt it. That killed it. So these big chunks of constructors just they wreck your FPS. Oh well. Fingers crossed I can get it sorted. I might have to lower some video settings for the playthrough or whatnot just due to this. But I've been some Aussie. And if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a like for the super awesome buffer storage and the concrete factory. And I will see you in the next episode. Catch you later. Bye.